So for today, all you need is paper, pencil, and something to color with. Really simple, easy materials. If anybody was on Monday and wants to share their op art, I know that some of you are we're still working on yours. I went back and I took a colored pencil and I added a little more shadow in mine. But if you wanted to share this, you can let me know. Oh, thanks, Tater Tot. I'd love to see if you guys, because I know a lot of people never got a chance to finish. So, Evie, I was wondering if this class had been taught before. I think Rhiannon might have, and maybe Scott, maybe you were on this. I feel like this lesson might have been done before.
Long time ago.
Yeah, I feel like
it feels like long time ago.
Yeah, maybe at the very beginning. we're going full circle here. We're just pulling back ones that we might have done at the very beginning of all these online classes. Yeah, so that's good. So if you've done this before, that's awesome. Exactly, for the folks exactly. And you know what? Like drawing a little bit of drawing every day is just good practice. And whatever you drew last time, you could draw something different this time. Welcome if you just joined. Hi, Des. Hi, Isaiah, Yamaya. I hope everybody's doing okay. All right. It's true. Evie just wrote that it's cool to draw every day and then compare and see how you've improved. Yeah, for some of you guys, I like, there's so many people here who are regulars. I see so many faces that come every day. I bet it'd be really, really cool. You guys have been drawing for what now? March, April, May, June, July, like five and a half months. Like maybe about 5 months actually. So if you probably go back to, if you ever work in a sketchbook or keep your work in a pile, if you go back 5 months ago and compare your work from then till now, I bet you that there's going to be some improvement, because a lot of you are really consistent with coming and drawing, which is awesome. It's really, really awesome. It's how you get better. It's how you improve. And it's also really cool to just have a pile. I have in my desk drawer, I have a stack, a stack of all my projects that I just keep. Hi, Judy. How are you? Hope everybody's well.
Hello.
Hello. Welcome.
I just.
Awesome. What's your name?
Emma.
Hi, Emma.
Hello.
Hello. Okay. Olivia is here.
I just talked to the teacher, Mama.
All right. Okay. So if you, Evie said that Tater Tot says that it's fun to do redraws where you find an old art piece and you redraw it to see how you've improved. That's really true. That's definitely really true. And Evie says she's jammed the drawer a few times. Agreed. Sketchbooks are the way to go if you're a regular drawer. All right. So it looks like we have a big group here now. So materials wise, all you need is pencil, paper, and something to color with. I do recommend for this project though that you don't work in a sketchbook, only because we're going to be folding the paper. And some of you might have done this before, but what we're going to be doing today is we're going to do like a kind of a fun. I figured this is the last class for a little while. I know next week we have cartooning camp starts. So I'm teaching cartooning camp, and I know that Ben and Maylene and I are not going to be teaching class next week. So this is the last week, maybe for some of you before school starts. I don't know. So we'll come back and have a schedule posted pretty soon. Oh, thank you. Thanks, Scott. Yeah, thanks. Scott posted that's the link for the cartooning summer camp. Yeah, so I just thought we would do something kind of fun, something that's easy, something that's fun. Welcome. Hi, Vienna. Hi, Victoria. And what is more fun than like surprise drawings? So this was my example. I did like a mask selfie, a masky. And then if you open it up, I put in some words that might describe a person, me, rad, kind, fun. So that's one example. This is another example of a surprise drawing. So I have my unicorn. You might have seen this one before, and you open it up and it's blah. It's like puking rainbows. But you can get really fun, really and really creative with these types of drawings. And it's just you can kind of take it in any direction. You could do a Chuck Jones character, and when you open it up, it could be doing something different. Like it could be Bugs Bunny, and then you open it up and he's eating a giant carrot. It could be Marvin Martian, and you open it up and he's, I don't know, he's got like, or maybe it's his like ray gun, and you open it up and his ray gun is exploding. So there's a lot of cool things that you can do with this drawing. All right, I'm gonna switch though to my other camera to show you how to fold the paper. So the first thing we're gonna need to do is to fold, and it's a pretty simple way. So you're gonna end up with a paper that looks like this, where there's 1, 2, 3, 4 sections. So all you have to do is you take your paper, and mine's just like a regular 8.5 by 11 paper. I'm gonna fold it corner to corner. I'm folding it, I guess we call it the, like I'm folding it the long way. So I have my paper portrait style. So I'm just folding it up to the top, just like that. And make sure that the corners match. So if you go ahead and fold your paper like that. And then all you're gonna do is you can take both sides and just fold them both down to meet. So you're folding it almost like you would a letter. A little extra fold here. So just like that. Now I have, when I open it up, I should have 4 sections. So once you've folded your paper like that, and let me know if anybody else needs me to show that again. I think it's pretty simple folds. I think you guys all got it. Now, I'm going to take it this way, yeah. So the next step, and one of the things that you might want to do is, now that you have it folded, I would just suggest taking all of your folds and just kind of turning them the other way. So that now that when you fold them, they can kind of go either way. So it folds easily this way, and now my paper folds easily this way. So I'm just taking it and I'm just creasing my paper the other direction so that the folds go both ways. That way my paper will lay a little flatter, and it'll help when I make my drawing. So now my paper folds either way. It goes this way or it goes this way. Awesome. Okay. Oh, Vienna, Victoria. Let me see those. Will you hold those up, girls? Let's see. Hold on. Let me spotlight this. Were those from last time? Oh, awesome. You did a fish and that's so cool. I love it. These are good ideas for people who haven't done this project before. Grumpy Shark, and what does the other one say again? Show me one more time.
It was Victoria's idea to write it in. I don't know why she said it.
Cheese go glitter. Cheese go
It was
glitter.
over her head.
Okay, and Grumpy Shark. All right. Awesome. Thanks for sharing. Okay. So once you have your paper folded like that, all you're going to do is I'm going to fold it down half. So I'm making sure the folds are on the bottom like this. So I'm folding it towards me.
Are you on YouTube?
And then I'm folding the top up. So your paper should look like this. So when I hold it flat, there should be like there should be 3 layers of paper at the top and only 1 on the bottom. That way, when I open it up, there'll be another picture there. So just like this. So see if you can make your paper oriented the same way I have mine. And now is the fun part. And now is the part where you guys have to maybe stop and like think about what you might want to do. So any creature that you draw that is that has like a mouth, a large mouth, is super fun because it's super easy to open it up something and have something going in the mouth. So fish are a great idea. It's kind of why I did the unicorn. So anything where the mouth is opening wide is a great idea. We're going to be drawing the creature entirely on this sheet, just like this. So once you have your paper folded up like this, this is we're going to be drawing the creature. But the trick is making the lines so that the eyes of your creature are on the top, and the mouth line is going to go across right where that fold is going. So you guys are going to have to do some thinking about what you might want to draw. I was thinking maybe I would try a dragon this time on mine. So and if I'm going to do a dragon, I mean, I can start with simple shapes the way that I would always do, kind of like how Chuck Jones did it, where I'm going to maybe start with like, I'm going to do a dragon, and then when he opens his mouth, he's going to be like spitting, I don't know, maybe instead of fire, it'll be something different. I'm going to think about it. I haven't figured it out yet. So I'm just going to start with some shapes for my head. So my dragon is going to have maybe like a kind of a rounded head like that. And he's going to have like a snout that comes down. And I'm just drawing this really sketchy right now. So you may or may not be able to see it very well. And that's okay, because I'm going to go over it a little later as soon as I know my lines. But we know that when we first start sketching an animal or a creature or a shape, you want to use nice sketchy lines. You're trying to use the shapes best you can. So all I did was I started with a circle for where the head was going to be. And I can draw it a little bit darker so you can see it. I don't know. Scott, are you able to see that at all?
It's pretty hard to see.
Pretty hard to see? Okay, here, I'll do it a little darker. There. Just doing
That's
that.
better.
Okay, so starting with that, and I might need to erase it a little bit and bring the snout a little higher. Maybe I want to add in some horns. I think I am going to add in some curvy horns coming up, like down here. And maybe there's like another one back here. But like I said, you can do anything you want. If you need some ideas, you can Google surprise drawings. Surprise folded drawings is always a good idea. So I'm erasing, and I'm kind of, because I want to make sure my snout is a little higher, only because this line where the fold is where that mouth is going to open. So I'm pretending that on that fold that's definitely going to be where the mouth is. So the bottom part down here is just going to be the bottom of his snout. So I'm making that a little bit smaller. Okay. So now I have some shapes drawn in. Maybe there's like, yeah, maybe there's going to be like some of those like bumps on his neck that go down like that. All right. Okay, and then his eye is going to be somewhere maybe up here, and I'm just drawing in some shapes to see what it might look like, and his little like snout or his nostrils might be like around here. And I'm not seeing any teeth or anything yet, because that's where I'm gonna, and we're only gonna see that once the dragon's head is open. So, all right, so once I have a little bit of a head, let's see, what am I missing? I'm gonna go in and fix and add in all these details later. But all right, so once I have that kind of sketched out, now I'm gonna open up my paper, and here I can start to go over these lines a little bit so that you can see a little bit darker where things are. Now, anywhere, so right up here is where my head was connected, and right down here It's where the mouth and the neck are connected. So now I need to find some way to connect the back of this dragon's head. And I also need to find some way to add in this mouth. And it doesn't have to be super realistic. It can be like a non-realistic style of drawing. What we're doing is kind of a cartoony style anyways. So maybe on the back of my dragon are some like ridges. Maybe he has like a ridged, like some sort of ridged back. I don't know yet. Sketch it and see if I like it. So he's got some sort of ridged back. And then his mouth is definitely going to have lots of teeth. So I'm going to start drawing in some of these teeth. But actually, before I do that, maybe I'm going to sketch. So his mouth maybe kind of comes back like this and back like this. So it opens super wide. I don't know. Any ideas for what he should be breathing that's not fire?
Fire.
What's something else? What's something other than fire?
Hearts.
Ooh, oh, I love that. A spray of hearts. I love that. Okay, I'm totally going to do that. I love hearts and maybe like some rainbows. I don't know. All right, so I'm adding in the mouth. It's just going to come back like that. And then, if I want, I can like make it a little more 3D. I can do like the back side of the mouth like that. Kind of like that. Kind of making it up as I go along. So, kind of like that. And I can start to add in some teeth.
A couple of other I can't think. Suggestions, pebbles and cupcake pebbles.
Pebbles and cupcake pebbles? I don't know what cupcake
Along with the
pebbles
hearts
are.
and the rainbows.
Oh, okay, okay. All right. Little cupcakes. That would be really funny. All right. Okay, so I'm gonna do some teeth. I'm gonna do some really big teeth first. But I'm curious what you guys chose to draw. Does anybody want to share what style drawing or what they're gonna do? Or what animal or what creature they're doing? These also, I didn't mention this at the beginning, but these make for really good cards. Like you can write like words like if it's your mom's birthday or if your friend's birthday, you can write something and you can do a surprise drawing from them that way.
Olivia would like to share.
Oh yeah, let's see. Hi Olivia.
Hi, I'm doing a unicorn. It's going to breathe out stars.
Awesome. That's a great one. Awesome. Okay. Anybody else?
It says a lion.
A lion. Ooh, that'll be that's a cool one. Okay. Just trying to add in some teeth, some sharp teeth. I'm not loving this line. I'm gonna actually fix this in a little bit. So that's why we draw them lightly, because sometimes you draw something and you're like, that doesn't look quite right. I'm gonna fix that. All right, I'll just keep it one dimension for now, because this is kind of a cartoonish style drawing. And it's gonna be easier to add in all these teeth that way. Okay. He's missing some teeth. I want him to look really ferocious and then I love the idea of maybe his tongue is coming out. I don't know. Maybe he has like a forked tongue like a snake. But then he's breathing out hearts. I love it. Hearts and like flowers and and cupcakes. And you can get as creative as you want with these. If you want to like add in some details like Like, I think I'm definitely going to add in some texture to his skin. Maybe I'm going to give him some scales. I don't know. There's going to be a lot you can think about how you might add detail, or it's called implied texture, to make your creature look a little more realistic or even a little more cartoony. Does anybody else want to share what they're doing? I think these will be like heart-shaped bubbles too. I might add some like reflections to them. Think about details that you can add. Let me sharpen my pencil. Think about details that you can add to make your drawing look unique. What can you add to give your drawing texture? And you're welcome to add any kind of color like that you want. I'm definitely going to color mine in for sure. Yeah. It just goes back like that. There we go. That's better. Just come back like this. There we go. All right, that's better. I'm gonna think about what shape I might add in for the eye. And if you, I highly suggest opening and closing yours too a bunch of times and see how it's working. I happen to really like with surprise drawings. I like it when it really truly is a surprise, when you've drawn something like I'm drawing that's why I wanted to draw my dragon to be super ferocious looking. When you've drawn something to look one way and then you open it up and it's a completely different than what you thought. You might want to have, I didn't mention this before, but you might want to have a Sharpie or some sort of black marker to go over your lines once you've solidified all of your lines and you know what it's going to look like. You might want to go over it with a Sharpie. So like mine I might give mine some like spots. Like that. Which I'll add with color later. Anybody want to share so far? Or everybody's still like working. I'll look up. I think maybe my dragon should have like a little beard or something going on down here. Like, oh, actually, I think it should be like wiggly. Yeah. Should definitely have like a little beard going on. We have two? I don't know. Let's draw them in and see if I like them. I think I just prefer the one. Okay. Is anybody doing a fish? How does it fly? How does my dragon fly? That's a good question. I think I don't know if you can see its wings on my drawing. Yeah, because its body would be back here. So yeah, I don't think Cupcake petals a lion. I'm sorry, I'm reading everybody's comments. So more people making drawing. You're gonna add 10 wings. Hey, I think that the crazier they look, the more interesting the drawing is gonna be, for sure. Okay. Is anybody doing anybody? So I heard somebody's doing a lion. Somebody is doing. What else did we say, Scott? We had a lion.
I think there was a unicorn, wasn't there?
Oh yeah, there's a unicorn. What else? I'm curious. Nobody. Everybody's still thinking. I think everybody's still thinking. All right. Well, I'm gonna keep working. I'm gonna keep working on these because I'm gonna add in some more to make it look a little more like dragon-like. So I'm gonna have this come down like that, and then his spikes are gonna come out like that. I don't have a lot of room, so maybe they're just kind of going off the page. Maybe they're like, looks like something like this. And then the trick is that you have to end whatever you're doing before that second fold, because remember, you don't want anything to show on that fold. Okay. So maybe I'm going to add in some like spines to this fat dragon's back.
Evie's doing a cat.
Oh, what's the cat gonna look like when you open it up? Or is it a surprise, Evie?
It's a surprise.
All right. Okay. Also, like I mentioned, you can add color to these in any way you want. If you want to use colored pencils, that's always a decision that you make on your own. Whatever materials you have, you can use. Okay. Right. All right, I think I'm pretty happy with this. So now that I've drawn him in, now I think I'm going to take a marker and just kind of go over, because I think I want to make him, take a Sharpie. I'm going to go over him a little bit to make him darker before I color him in. Actually, maybe it's a her, I don't know. So as I'm using the marker, sometimes I will solidify or change my lines just a little bit. Like I knew I wanted this horn to have to be a little bumpy. So I'm just doing some curved lines to show that it's like a bumpy horn coming back from this dragon's head. Yeah, I'm gonna go over it with Sharpie and then I'm gonna add some color to it. Go. feel like we're being extra quiet today, Scott. So I don't know if you guys attend Ben's class, and maybe Scott, you could help me out on this, because I know that Ben, and the last time I talked to him, he said he was going to do a survey that asked each of you guys your preferences, because I know schools are going to be starting up soon, and you guys, your schedules are going to be different. So we kind of wanted to know here at Chuck Jones what the best times for classes are for you guys. So Scott, did Ben ever post a survey?
Yes, I'm actually copying it. I'm going to paste it into the chat just in case anyone needs that.
Awesome. Yeah. So we would love it if you filled out that survey, because that'll give us some input on times that work for you guys. Because I know some of you guys might have a more strict schedule than others. So if you haven't yet, I think Scott just added it. Yeah, he added it to the chat. Go ahead and fill out that survey. If any time works for you, then go ahead and write that in, okay? But if sometimes I know schedules get a little tricky come the fall, so you might need to think about when works for you. Okay, so yeah, if you let us know that, that would be super helpful, because we're trying to decide on class times and frequency and all that cool stuff. Okay. All right. Okay. So frequently I like to close it up and make sure that my drawing still works. Yeah, looks pretty good. Okay. Want to test it out and make sure that like nothing that you've drawn like goes over that fold. Otherwise it might look cut off and weird. Definitely gonna have to take an eraser to this afterwards. And you know what? For some of these smaller little details, I think I have, yeah, if you don't have a smaller pen, sometimes I have like this isn't a Sharpie pen, but I have a Sharpie pen that I really like for any tiny details, like if I'm tracing over any of these little reflection lines. I might do it with a smaller black marker so that I don't lose all the details. Not one on this. Thank you to whoever suggested hearts. I love this idea. Like flowing heart bubbles.
I think that was Olivia.
Oh, thank you, Olivia. I like that suggestion a lot. Okay. Go. Oh, and I have to figure out the eye. It wasn't nostril. I think I'm good with. There's the nostril. I wanted to like maybe think about what some dragon eyes could look like. Because I know I want it to be very like reptilian, but sometimes when I'm not sure of what I want to draw, I'll look at inspiration images. So I'm just looking up some pictures of dragon eyes and seeing Ooh, very cool. Yeah, there's some really cool looking ones. They look really like, definitely look like lizard-like. So want to like make it a little bit bigger. I think that's a good call. Sometimes it's helpful if you're not sure what to do.
Nehemiah is suggesting the color blue.
Ooh, for my dragon?
I think for the eye.
Oh, for the eye. Ooh, a blue, like an ice blue eye. That'd be cool. Yeah. Definitely think that's a good idea. Also, this is making me realize that like I can add in so much more detail. Like if I want, I could add in all these scales. I think I might add in some scales. So I did like bumps here, and then he's gonna be like scaly here. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna add in some more detail. Just because I like adding in, like I said, it's called implied texture. So when you're drawing, you're really working on a piece of paper that is flat. It is two-dimensional. But when you are, actually go the other way. But when you're drawing in lines that give it the impression of texture, it's called implied texture. So it's not really there, but you're implying that it's there with the shapes and the lines and the different style of drawing that you're doing. So sometimes it's kind of cool to add in some textures. So maybe down here I just start, and I'm definitely gonna add some scales. I'm just gonna be kind of quick about it. I don't have to do them over the whole thing. But I definitely want there to be the impression of some scaly, hard body scales happening over here. Dragon or dinosaur-like. Do this eye first. Is anybody ready to share yet, or are we all still pretty much working? Sounds like we're still working. That's okay. Let's look. Putting orange with pink. Evie, what do you on your you're doing a cat, right? Are you putting orange and pink on your cat? In your color pencil tin. All right. Well, I'm just gonna go ahead and get started coloring because I don't want to like not have time to color in some of these. So, and I realized I forgot to outline this guy. Okay. I will add in some more detail, I think maybe on top of the colored pencil. So, all right. Yeah, when you're ready, you know you want to add color. Oh, you know what though, before I add color, I'm just gonna take my eraser and go over my drawing real quick and erase any of those pencil lines. Being careful not to erase any of those texture lines that I don't want to erase though. So any of those lines up here, I'm gonna erase them here. These pencil lines that I don't need. Yeah, so just to keep an eye on time, if you want to have time to color your drawing in, it is 11:40. Of course, you don't have to rush to finish anything, never in this class. If you ever want to work on something at home and share it with us later, you are more than welcome to do that. So it's better to take your time and not rush. But if you, just a heads up that it is 11:41. All right, so I'm gonna start coloring this guy in. And I love coloring with color pencils because I just feel like you can get so much more detail than you can with a marker, only because with colored pencils, it's much easier to add shading in, to get dimension in your drawing. So I like to mix my colors, and I always keep a spare sheet of paper handy to see what happens if I overlap or layer colors on top of one another. So I test them out first. Yeah, so like I like to layer and shade with like another color. So I usually will I like to think of colors in color families. So right now I'm just looking at like these greens. So I took one light color green, and now I'm going over and adding some shading on the outsides of my dragon, of the neck of the dragon with a darker color. And maybe I even take that first color, go over it again on top to kind of blend the two colors in. Yeah, darken it up a little bit. That's one of the things that I love to do with colored pencils. That markers are super fun, but I feel like sometimes you just can't get the same effects with them. So I'm gonna do, he's gonna be all in green. A typical dragon. And I always, especially with colored pencils, I like to start with a light color and then go on top of it with a darker color to add dimension and depth. And like I said, I work back and forth. So I'll go with one color, then maybe I'll add a color on top, and then I'll go back to the first color. That's just how I work. But like I said, colored pencils are great for adding and shading. Markers are great for coloring in large areas and also for getting like nice, even, super solid color. There definitely are tricks and tips to getting some cool depth and dimension with Sharpies. Actually, I think I did teach a class maybe a couple months ago, a month ago back, that showed how to get layering and shading with Sharpies. It's just a lot harder. You have to have the right kind of paper, because with a Sharpie, it's like ink based, so you have to go over it a lot of times to get depth. So I'm just gonna go over it with my other color, adding some shading on one side of these like little bubbles of his. I think it gives your pictures a lot more character when, instead of just doing one color, you layer your colors and you try to mix them and kind of use your color pencils to make your own colors. You only have a box of 12 colored pencils. Well, actually, if you layer them, you'll have way more than just 12 colors. Okay, now I have to figure out what color I want the actual dragon to be. Ooh, and you know what I realized? When I folded this over, see how there's like one little bit of line right here? So I might need to like, wonder, I didn't make it fit, but that's okay. I don't think I can fix it now because I already did it in Sharpie. But that's why it's a good thing to test and go back and forth and open and close your picture, because sometimes you got to make sure those lines match up. I do like this light blue color. I'll start with this. Does anybody have any fun weekend plans? Anybody doing anything? Anything fun? I think, Scott, are you doing anything this weekend?
I'm actually working on an animation for a little side project.
Ooh, that's cool.
I'll share it when I'm done.
I'd love to see. Yeah. What do you use when you do your animations?
I'm using a program called Pencil 2D,
Okay.
and I'm also using like a Photoshop type program for all the layers, and I'm doing a little rotoscoping with that too.
Oh, that's so cool. I'd love to see. That's awesome. Very, very cool. Yeah, I know you recently bought a tablet. Is that what you're using a tablet for it for your animation?
Yes, and it's very helpful.
Is it? Yeah, they are really helpful when you're doing work like that. That's so cool. I can't wait to see. Okay. Hmm. You're hanging with your noodle cat. Oh, is your cat named Noodle, Evie? And Tater Tot, you're making a long cat plush. What is that? Are you like a plush like a stuffed animal? I'm confused. You have to tell us. Tell us more. Tell us more, Tater Tot and Evie. Scott, I feel like today is the quietest class we've ever had.
I was thinking it kind of feels like a Monday.
Yeah, everybody's sleepy or something. I'm trying to get some conversation there. Maybe I watched, I went back and I was on YouTube a couple of days ago because I wanted to see how the very first art tag went with Ben. And I was cracking up because the whole time he's like doing every time a kid is drawing, he's like narrating it like a sports.
Oh, yeah. The commentator.
Yeah, I was like, that's really funny. I was like, I feel like I need to be a commentator right now. I know nothing about sports.
Not either.
he's like doing cricket. I'm like, I don't know. Like I don't even like I couldn't even recognize cricket if I saw it. The game. Mm-hmm. So I'm just mixing some colors over here, trying to get some more interest, depth, and dimension in this. I'm probably going to add some shading on along the back side with like a darker blue color. But just wanted to add make it so it doesn't look so flat. Let's see, how's this color? What does this look like? Yeah, a little better. We need to sharpen it though. You were Evie. You were rewatching the videos too. Because yeah, everybody's drawings were so cool. I love art tag. I did a version of it because I was trying. I wanted to see how successful it was, and I did a version of it with a different class recently. It was the best. It's such a fun game. That's my goal is to come up with some more art games. More fun like fun art games and like ways like that we can use Zoom to collaborate. If anybody has any suggestions for me for art games, let me know. So it is 11:51, so we're going to do a share pretty soon. So if anybody has any work they are ready to share, if you're already done, and you want to share and you want to go ahead and go first, then let us know. Otherwise, we'll do a share in about 5 minutes.
Olivia would like to share.
Let's see.
This is my unicorn. I finished it by.
Whoa, that's amazing. Oh my gosh, I love it. I love the rainbow on the unicorn, and I love its mane with the rainbow mane. That's amazing. And the stars instead of
I'm gonna surprise my dad.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, these make great gifts. I agree. That's very cool. Very, very cool. Thanks for sharing, Olivia. That looks awesome. Does anybody else want to share what they've got so far?
I would like to share.
Yeah, let's see.
Hey there.
Hey.
All right.
Okay. Whoa, that's amazing. Close it up again. Let me see. He's like in like a pod. Is it like a?
Yeah, it's a little clamshell.
Little
Can't
egg.
see the detail because of the light, but
Oh, yeah.
there you go.
There it is. There. Oh, I can see it now. Oh, I love that. He's in his own little shell.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool. He's so cute. He's so cute. I
How'd you
love
like
him. I love him. He's like the cutest little character. Nice job. Nice work.
Here's Tater Tot.
Let's see Tater Tot. Okay. Whoa. Oh my gosh. Wait, close that up and open that up again. I gotta see that again. Okay. All right. Oh, I like the two characters at the bottom. Whoa. That's amazing. You have to explain it to me though. So tell me more about it, because it's like.
So there's like a little magician that can conjure like magic-y stuff. And then we got one of my characters, Zai, down in the corner, just like, oh wow, it's great. It's
Oh, I love it. So he's like, it's like the swirls are like the magic that is being conjured.
Yep.
Oh, that's so cool. I love that. I love that.
Thank you.
That's really, really neat. I love when people bring their own characters and like their own ideas into the mix. I think that's the best way to make these drawings really, truly yours. Thank you for sharing, Tater Tot. Is there anybody else who is ready to share or who would like to share? It's 11:55 now. Not yet? Okay. All right, well, I can already tell I'm not gonna finish the coloring of this dragon, but I'm gonna try my best to add some color to some of these hearts. Maybe some of them are pink, maybe some of them are gonna be red. I don't know. Play it by ear as I go. It's a lot to have a drawing that is totally colored and totally drawn and colored in an hour. Do you know that like a lot of times with totally finished pieces of work that are like we call portfolio ready work, they suggest that like if you're ever applying to an art school for any reason, they suggest that all the pieces that you make are you've spent at least 2 to 3 hours on them. So it's good to take your time because it's really hard to finish things in just an hour. And it really just also depends on what medium you're working in. Like if you're painting, it could be, you know, longer than 2 to 3 hours. You could spend, you know, 10 hours on a picture. Also depends on what size. All right. Well, it is time to share. So does anybody else want to share their work so far? Even if you're not finished, we would love to see.
Vienna and Victoria.
Yeah, Vienna Victoria, let's look. Let's have a look. Yeah. Let's see, girls. Whoa, wait, hold on. Okay. So it's like a cute little cake with 3 little like ice cream balls on top. And go ahead and open it. Whoa! Oh, it's actually a cake and a bowl of ice cream. I like the rainbow cake. It's so cute. Oh wait, we can't hear you. I think you might be muted.
They're like rows and like how you have it in pastry shops, how they like have it in like a little frozen area. And
Yeah.
then you can choose.
Oh, cool. I love it. I love it. Oh my gosh, I can't wait till you add some color to that. That looks awesome.
Okay.
You wanna share? Let's see. Ooh, I see.
Okay, well, I'm not done yet though.
Ready for Easter. I see there's an egg. Go ahead, let's open it. Open up that egg. What's inside? Oh, it's a cute little koala. It's like a baby koala. That's so cute. That is so cute. That literally looks like you've drawn a coloring page. The lines are really clean.
Yeah, and I'm thinking of doing the background.
Oh, you're working on the back. Okay, all right. I love it.
Yeah.
Nice job. Nice job,
I'm
girls.
not exactly done.
You're not yeah, it's okay. I know. None of us are exactly done. It's like I said, an hour is not enough time to truly finish drawing and coloring a picture. But you can keep working on it. Nice job. Hi, Evie. Let's see.
Here's mine.
Okay, it's your little cat.
I love that.
I love it. I love it.
Oh my goodness.
It's Pizza Cat.
So good.
That's amazing. That's really funny. Evie, I love it. That's my favorite part about surprise drawings is when they're truly like a surprise. Awesome. Does anybody else want to share? Let's see. All right. Well, this might be last call. I know I see people still like working hard. If you don't want to share this time, that's okay. We can share. You can share with me. Like I said, not next week, but the week after. If you're interested in cartooning camp, you can. I know Scott added the link. And please do fill out that survey so we know that when you guys are free, so that we know the best times to schedule some of our classes. Okay. All right. Oh, awesome.
So I'm going to post the link once again in case someone missed it.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Thanks, Scott. Do you mind also putting if there's the link to the survey?
Cartoon camp.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And I'll grab the link for the survey.
Thank you, Scott.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay. Well, last call for sharing. Heather Rose, did you want to share? Is it your hand up or no? Okay. You're not ready. Okay. No worries. But yeah. If you do anything, please do fill out the survey because we need to know. We want to know when you're free so that we can continue to keep scheduling these classes. All right, guys. Well, it is time to go. I hope you had fun, and I hope that you guys work on these and finish them up. All right, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank
Bye. It's really good to see you all. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye.
you. Bye.